Hey guys, it's Jim here, and today we're going to be doing a comparison between 3 ways to get your surf reverb tone. That's going to be the Strymon Blue Sky, the Strymon Volante that has the spring reverb built into it, and the Neural DSP Quad Cortex and what that comes with stock. And for the purposes of this comparison, we're only going to be doing one reverb tone, and that is the spring. Now, one thing to keep in mind is all 3 of these pedals are very different in terms of how much control you have over shaping the reverb tone. In the Volante's case, you really don't have much. It's just you have a level, so you can have no spring reverb or tune it all the way up and it takes a bath. Obviously, the big sky or the blue sky is the one that's going to have the most controls over dampening. You have a low, a high, and a decay. Whereas with the Neural DSP, you have a boing, a general dampening, a mix, and a tone. So with that being said, I tried to get them to be as close as I could. Let's hear what they sound like. One common complaint about the Neural DSP Quad Cortex happened to be the effects, and in this instance we only focused on the spring reverb and in a very specific kind of situation for it. However, I think it did pretty well in comparison to the 2 Strymons. I preferred the way the 2 Strymons sounded, and in the room I definitely like the Strymons more through the effects loop of the amp than I do the Neural DSP spring reverb, but by no means is it unusable. And I think if you're listening to this on kind of laptop speakers or maybe an iPad or something like that, you're gonna have a hard time kind of telling which one is which for the most part. And I think that will also speak volumes to the actual usability in terms of recording into a record and the context of a mix. Are those little subtle differences, the Strymons being a little bit better, is it really that big of a difference? Is it that big of a deal? I don't know, that's gonna be up to you to decide. But for me, if I had to pick and I had to order them, I would say I think the Blue Sky sounded the best. Not surprising. I think the Volante sounded the second best, and the Neural DSP was a little bit behind those 2. And another thing to keep in mind, when it comes to the Neural DSP, it is going to be updated, and they're going to just keep getting better with this as the product lives on longer in the life cycle. And One thing that is very encouraging, if you have any of their plugins, that you would hear how good the reverb sounds on those. I'm thinking mainly of the Soldano and the Corey Wong. Very, very, very good. And once we're able to do what Neural DSP has promised us we're going to be able to do with our Quad Cortexes and implement our plugins into them, I think that that alone will be a big step in the right direction. But as is, it's definitely usable. So let me know in the comments down below, which one was your favorite? Which one do you think sounded the best? Could you tell a difference between the three of them? Very interesting to hear these things. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed this comparison. It is nice to be back to actually playing guitar stuff in a video for a change. Seems like it's been a few days since I've been able to do that. Subscribe if you haven't already, and other than that, I will see you tomorrow for more guitar playing in another video. Take it easy, you guys.